I couldn't think of a more horrible job if I wanted to. And you have to do it. You have to, or I'll fire you. Do you understand?
The gun is good.
Traveling comes naturally to guard number 3 as he's a licensed airplane pilot. Welcome, please, enormous genitals.
You hear that, Dad? You're gonna pay!
Of course not. This is a lovely room of death.
Gordon's alive.
My God, it's full of stars.
You took my nads.
We only took one.
You took my nads, Dennis.
Happy Halloween, ladies.
Ash, get over there!
I'm retarded?
These pipes are clean.
See you at the party, Richter.
How many hours do you want?
Just give me my fucking phone call.
Dynamo's down, but not out. Back to you, Damon.
Hey! All right, Agnes. Listen now. Big chance for you. Win a whole lot of prizes. And you know we've still got 2 crack stalkers out there, right? Dynamo and Fireball. Who do you think will make the next kill?
Oh, boy.
Come on, give it a try. You can do it. Who do you think?
I think the next kill will be made by Van Richards.
Hold it. Agnes. Richards is a runner. You gotta pick a stalker.
I can pick anyone I choose. That boy's one mean motherfucker.
Quick, man. Cling tenaciously to my buttocks. Well, let me tell you something, brother.
I coalesce the fate of human experience into a viable and logical comprehension.
Oh, a bullshit artist.
I just want to hang out. No big deal. Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, what's up, everybody? It's time for Monday Night RAWED. I'm one of your hosts, YoJoeJerk, and we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, hopefully. So without further ado, let me get this fucking asshole in here.
Me?
What's up, asshole?
Whoa!
I'm just
What's imagine that shit just coming in. Don't text me all weekend. You want to air it out fucking tonight. Get this shit over with.
Oh, how are you?
I'm better now. I'm sipping on something. I got 94 fucking raw dogs. We got Mikey coming in.
Jeez.
Handsome, good hair, could fucking customize. His dad's a custom. He's got it all. Get him in here and let's chit chat. Okay, grown men just chit chat.
Let's do this and let's get that creepy Zoom ready, everybody, because it's time for Mikey.
There it is.
Hi.
What's
up, guys? How are we?
Mikey, you think you're a big shot, don't you? Because of your Chiefs.
Who said that? Who told you that?
Thank God the misery of New York football is done. Congratulations to anyone who watches football and your fucking team made the playoffs. Good for you. I mean that. Especially the Broncos. The Broncos look gorgeous. And then orange, and we will end the sports talk right there. Okay?
I wish I had some.
I forgot. Sometimes I forget.
On me. I'm like, sports. Oh, fuck. Here we go.
I'm sorry. I forgot. We're on a fucking.
No, it's totally good because I grew up liking sports a lot. You know, it's just, like, I would go to a baseball game in a heartbeat, but on TV, it's not the same to me. You know what I mean?
Terrible.
And now they've made it so expensive that it's impossible to go unless you hit like a minor league team. You know what I mean?
I'm becoming Sonny from A Bronx Tale, where he yells at C that they all make all this money, they don't give a fuck about you. So don't remember that talk he gave C about fuck sports.
Yeah,
I'm slowly becoming that guy, but not yet. I still like a little bit of
Eventually, you got a little time.
Little time.
Yeah, I'm a psycho. Just everything I do, I just throw my attention into it. So I just never sports just was like distraction. Okay. So, but I did play sports. I used to play baseball, and I played, and I would play third base. I could play outfield. I could play shortstop.
In high school or just in general?
Basically, like through high school. Yeah, almost all the way through. Almost. And then I did play fucking high school football, dude.
Really?
Yeah, my coach used to be like, "Cut that hair, Goran." You know what I mean? He'd be like, "You're lucky I let you on this team." Because it wasn't acceptable back then at all, man, having like long hair. But I could run I could run. So
run like the wind, like
yeah, but I gave all that shit up, and plus, like, I fucked my knee up, so it was never good.
Yeah, Mikey, did you play any little sports in high school or anything?
I did not. I wanted to play football in middle school. I had lots of coaches want me to play football. I was a fat kid, so coaches wanted that, and until it came to running, and then they wouldn't have wanted it anymore. But dude, we did not have money for that kind of shit when I was a kid. Like it was the struggle was real growing up. Like,
well, you gotta buy.
Of course, we're not into it. Yeah, it was way too expensive, and so I focused on art.
Cool.
No, that's great. That's what got me is I just became more creative, and I just was like, sports is a distraction. You know what I mean? So that's what happened to me. I was just like, went for the art.
Absolutely.
Speaking of distraction, I spend way too much time on the YouTube, not just watching people's shit. Right? It's like I don't watch TV really. I don't have cable. I watch fucking YouTube.
That's what I do. For real. And I don't watch TV. I watch YouTube. That's it.
So I have a question for everyone. All 120 people, 122 when I count YouTube. Are you getting random videos of like 50-year-old men saying they're lonely in their room? And
yes.
Got like 50,000.
Not a lot, but I've seen those like I'm 50 and I can't even afford Burger King.
That's this a thing? Is this a legitimate thing now?
It's the title will be, Mikey, whatever age they are, usually above 40, lonely, 45. This is what I do. One guy had like 7 Wii games. I'm like, Jesus,
you can see we're friends because the algorithm probably thinks we're the same person.
I swear to God, if this is anything like the breastfeeding videos and I start getting this shit just talking about it, I'm gonna be so upset with you.
They went away. They went away.
They've come back like tenfold for me.
Oh, really?
They're everywhere. They're on both profiles. They're everywhere.
Oh, yikes. But you know what? I've made a legitimate effort to stay away from Instagram now. Like I check it like once or twice a day now. So it's like, nope. I'm not gonna get sucked into
I'm getting depressed old dudes. I got a Japanese guy, a guy from Boston, across the globe.
My God. See, Gaines, this is perfect for the comedy. Me and you start a new channel.
Yes.
And we just do videos like that and just make up the most absurd story and lie. I'll just be like, I'm 38 and, my feet hurt from working at Amazon, and I can't afford a fish sandwich, but I'm here at this pond. This pond means a lot to me,
It's a good idea.
Yeah, I watched one of those and was like, okay, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. And like, they're making it up too. They're just like,
I don't know, man. These guys look really fucking depressed. Remember the movie Lonely Guy with Steve Martin? It reminds me of that shit.
Yeah, well, see, you go method acting. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I would have to like go off to the side and get in the character and be like, yo, shit sucks. And then
you
go
have
over
to
and do
observe
it.
lonely
You know what
men
I
in their
mean?
natural habitats to really understand the character.
Yeah, you got to go Pacino walking on it. You know what I mean? You got to method that shit.
Yeah, Jared Leto. You gotta just fully embrace it. Just Wesley Snipes that shit.
Someone asked why we talking about dudes. I haven't seen a lonely girl video come up. That'll
No,
never
because that doesn't happen, man. You
I think
open
those
the
are
barn
bullshit too,
door
but I've
and
definitely watched one or two.
yeah, like I said, you open the barn door and some kind of animal's gonna come. So,
right.
Yeah, it's just a
You're
matter
gonna
of
get
what
some-
repairman's gonna knock on the door. That's really it for the females.
Yeah.
I also went down a rabbit hole over the weekend. I don't know if you have the image of this guy. You guys familiar with the angry video game nerd?
We're hitting this topic.
Yeah, I just want to talk because we have people here. I want to know their opinion.
He has been around forever, so let's go to Slideville here.
And this is
USA.
Before we begin, this is not shit talking. I love this man. I've met him at Philly.
Yes, me too. I've bumped. This guy has actually been in the store because he lives that close. You know what I mean? Like, I noticed him and didn't say a thing, and nobody noticed him, and he just shopped and left.
So here's where I'm going with this. This is people that had to be a character their whole lives and couldn't change. We got Mr. T, Hulk Hogan, Sergeant Slaughter, Elvira,
Pee Wee Herman,
and AVGN, right? Do you now, if you watch his videos, he tried to make a movie, he couldn't get out of it. This is his way of making income. And you think it's a blessing or a curse, or is it both? Like, he can't. Now, in 2004 and 2010, he's a charming young guy. 10 years from now, it's going to be a little strange maybe to see this character in his late 50s. I don't know. Do you think he regrets just always having to do right? No.
If I got those kind of views, just being a jackass and having, he's still like, when you see him, in the newest of the videos, he's still like, you could tell he's not being dragged down by it. You know what I mean? He just looks old. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's fun. That's nature. That's natural. I just, I went down.
I was still happy with it. I mean, I guess that's okay.
I don't know if he tried a movie in 2000.
It's awful.
It's a bad movie. And he put a lot of money into it.
He blew like a fortune,
$400,000,
because he wanted to go to Hollywood and film it there. And you paid California prices. Like, he got annihilated on just the back end of making that movie. No, everything. Everything. And it's a piece of shit. Like, it looks horrible. Like, I could shoot a better movie on my phone with like my ghetto toy lights. Yeah.
It was like The Sound of Thunder bad.
It's just
bad.
You know what the problem was, Mikey? If you were a fan of him and you saw his crew, he didn't use that crew. He used like Hollywood actors that were like D-list actors. If it was almost like watching a porno without any porn. It was very bad acting,
bad lighting,
a lot of
bad filming.
Shit.
Yeah. Oof.
Yeah. So he tried, and I think it defeated him, and he gave up movies and he just stuck with YouTube, which is fine. But it's almost like it's like bittersweet for me when I watch the old stuff and then the new stuff, and it's very, very strange. Yeah, Thomas has a point here. When I'm sitting at my 9 to 5, and listen, I schlep all day with Entenmann's donuts and tacos.
Yeah, believe me, I would rather be a jackass online any day than do my 9 to 5 job.
Well, we have 9 to 5s, but we're also jackasses online. We just don't have the views.
Yeah, exactly. No, not at all.
Don't have the revenue.
Yeah, when he makes one video, if it was just him and he was doing it by himself, he would just need to make like one video a year, and he would be rich with the amount of views and AdSense. He'd be rich, but he has a huge crew of people, and he just keeps investing money in the bad ideas. Like he had a podcast,
yes,
and they bought like this beautiful set.
Yo.
And his two friends are like charisma machines, and he in real life can't talk to people.
No,
like
he needs a script.
Yeah, like he can't talk like live, and literally his friends like bulldozed his own show until it, like people were like, we can't watch this because he's not even talking or doing anything, and he looks completely uncomfortable. And the set had to have cost like 60, 70 grand.
That table cost 30 grand. A $30,000 table.
Dude, those 3 microphones are $2,000.
Wow.
Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, they're like like if you ever see like Laser Pants's microphone, dude, that's like a $500 microphone he's using.
Oh well,
like that's top of the line shit. Like a Shure mic is, dude. Like I wouldn't even fuck with that. You need like a preamp and all kinds of other shit to plug that in.
I just wanted to, I got the consensus. Looks like everybody is in agreement that fuck it, it's a paycheck and pays the bills. And
he's still entertaining. It's just kind of sad. That's all. You know what I mean?
It's funny that nobody knows. A lot of people don't know who he is. This gentleman, listen.
Yeah, I mean, he's not that big anymore, but
but without
his
him,
core
there's no
audience is huge.
You would agree, though, without him, there's no YouTube the way it is today. He's
one of them. Yes, he's one of them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And I can't say that I didn't take a cue when I was like, this guy's got charisma. You know, you have to have charisma to be online. Like, you can't be a fucking robot. You know what I mean?
I've never seen this guy.
You never seen him. Do you have any passing interest in old video games?
Yeah,
not really.
Okay,
he basically makes a tiny little like 10 to like 20 minute review movie about a retro game.
Yeah.
And it's actually 90% of the time it's very entertaining. So and I think it's well put together for what it is, but like those guys need to upgrade their techniques, because like if I could do shit like I could tell you now, like, you know, the pans, the wipes, and all the dissolves and shit, like that shit's like, you know, in a program that's like 20 fucking years old. You know,
there's so much lore. I mean, so his partner, motherfucker Mike, who they think wrote a lot of the stuff, he did weird stuff on like they had a subreddit where Ask Me Anything. And the rumor was he had like a huge schlong, so he like uploaded You didn't hear that story?
No.
That's why he doesn't.
Oh no.
That's why he's not on camera anymore, because he showed everyone this big dong.
Well, why would that take him off camera? I mean, that's pulling an audience.
Well, he has legitimate like advertisers that pay him to advertise their shit.
Yeah, like
so they don't want to fuck with anyone that's showing dong anywhere.
Yeah,
that seems like you just changed the brand of it, right? You start taking these male enhancement supplements, and it's like, yeah, we'll send you money.
The little blue pills. There's a thing. You like he did something very stupid. Okay, let me take this guy down. Let me get this fucking slide going. Get it out of my fucking face.
Talk now. Somebody showing dong. We got to talk about it.
No, I completely forgot what I was gonna say. I was just
that dong got you all fucked up.
Yeah, no, stupid joke got me all fucked up.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to. I went down the rabbit hole. I go down these stupid. I takes up. I'm not gonna say I'm on my couch 10 hours the day. I mean, I go to sleep to it and shit, and I go down the rabbit hole of these characters that aren't like mainstream actors or anyone, and they're more interesting, to be honest. You know?
Yeah, like the Uncle Tim case study we both had.
Well, yeah,
I call it a case study now because it's closed. Case closed. We're done.
Yeah.
Did you? But I did see. I don't know how it got through, because I told him, you know, he's off limits. But apparently there's a video today where he's like,
I saw it.
Don't tell me how to run my channel or something.
I thought he's talking about like people that maybe in his head, like He's a fucking nut. That guy.
He's from like, yeah, dude. Like he's like something from Men in Black. Like there's a little alien
he's
inside
nuts.
there driving Uncle Tim.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Like,
okay.
He's nuts. He's off the fucking deep end, man.
He is. Don't go down that rabbit hole, Mikey. You'll be like, guys, what have you done to me? And then, like in a month, you're like, I can't quit, Tim. And then
I'm out. But if you have to, all of a sudden pops into my algorithm, I'm blaming you two. That's what's happening.
Tim, lonely man.
Tim, Uncle Tim.
That's a fucked up night, man.
You're fucked now, man.
Uncle Tim, lonely 50-year-olds and dong in the algorithm.
Yeah,
I don't want any of that shit in there.
You had to bring up the titty ladies, and now that's all I see.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Jesus, Murphy.
Maybe that's why I'm fucking so down lately.
I was fine with the third world titties. That wasn't that bad, but dong and dudes, this is not going to be a good.
This is your algorithm's fucked now. You shouldn't have linked to this.
I'm sorry.
I'm burning it all.
Oh, we saw Punk here. Let's say hello to Lawrence.
Where is he? There he is.
What's up, buddy?
Punk. They made a G.I. Joe made a figure after him, the leather neck, very cool.
It is. Now I have a little Punk on my shelf looking at me. It's a fun figure. I like it. I don't know why they didn't give him like a longer neck. Like it's so strange. Like he's all like fucking shoulders and head. He's like got hit with a shovel, you know.
Yeah, he's a fucking Jack Marine.
I know. I was I knew they didn't do it from the renders, but they should have made him as big as Gung Ho. Like he was a big fucking.
Oh, that would have been cool.
Yeah, they failed on that. Yeah, and he's like barely the size of like Dial Tone. You know what I mean? Yeah,
well, yeah. He's got Mutt's upper and Airborne's lower. Like that makes a pretty average size Joe.
Yeah, and that makes Shipwreck like the jacked freak. Like he's huge, dude. Shipwreck compared to everybody else is like a giant freak. Like it does. He is, dude. Like there's something every time I look at my shelf of Joes, I love Shipwreck. So I'm like, okay. And then I see him, I'm like, why is he like 7 feet tall? Like he's huge.
This is funny, Larry Neck.
Larry Neck.
Larry Neck. Nice. Oh, we missed the channel, or I missed the channel.
Yeah, come on.
You're
nothing without Skelly, man.
Or Zakanin.
I
know Zakanan's in the background. You know what I mean? And I know Jeff's there too. But I suck by myself. Look, there's a star there. They did it. I missed it. All right, let's get you a wrench.
Come on!
Welcome, new channel member, whoever got that, and Justin, thank you as always. Much appreciated.
Congratulations.
Cool.
And then we'll get the little raining of the wrenches, because I love that shit, and I think it's fucking hilarious. I like how we get eggplants for boner jams now, so that definitely has to be a thing. So, now where were we, buddy?
We're on G.I. Joe's. All my pre-orders, I just got. I got the big BBTS, the email of. So I have a thing with
the email of doom.
It's almost sometimes you get pumped, and sometimes you're like, "Whoa, wait a minute! I was expecting 2, not 10. What the fuck?" So sometimes it's exciting when it's like 2. When it's like 6, you're like, "I'm working overtime this weekend." Fuck.
So what do you got coming in?
What's that?
What do you got coming in?
Yeah, all the Joes that you reviewed 6 weeks ago, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, but like they're coming. Like my buddy gets them a month before they drop.
Yeah,
that's what it seems like. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you could pretty much count on that schedule now. When he gets them, because he doesn't always get them. But I will tell you that Saw Viper is hitting stores right now because I got them at my store. So we have Saw Vipers out the ass, and then Xandar is shipping. Should be there Friday. And Leatherneck.
I got
didn't get Dial
Tone, and I got Colonel Siege from.
I got him. I got a Valiverse box coming. I did the head
really
pack.
Everybody likes Sidewinder, but I think Siege is
yeah,
unique
Siege
too.
is the one, man. Like, because like when I'm not using him as Siege, like popping a Nick Fury head on him, and then the cigar hand, and
I like that.
like
figure.
that would be
cool.
yeah, and I just passed because all the fucking butterflies were fucked
Yeah, this
up,
one is
and
fixed, so
yeah, and when he said they were fixed, I said I would definitely get one, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I got the middle fingers too. So I got the hand pack. Like I did a whole little order with them. So, and then I got the which one is that?
Hey, Mikey, have you made a big lob?
The white suited version of that one. So
you did make the big lob?
Yeah, okay. I have made big lob, yeah.
You don't have them handy, do you?
No, they're in other people's collections. I made 2.
Nice. What do you use? The starting lineups?
Yep, I use the torso of the starting line, or the upper half of the starting lineup, and the lower half of the Killmonger figure.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
So just split them, then I shave down the bottom of the torso so it meets up right and it plugs together. And I've been using a Wesley Snipes head because I thought that was a fun homage.
Mikey, you got to send me your buck list because like people trade in toys at the store all the time, man.
Yeah.
So like, I know you don't give a shit about the boxes or the guns or the anything.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You just, yeah, dude, send me a buck list because like,
okay,
we get Marvel Legends like all the time out of the package. We like get everything out of the package. So, you know, we have like 3 guys who just buy it, take pictures of it, and then trade it back in for credit for more shit. And you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
So if there's anybody you're looking for, because a guy came in the other day and like he had Marvel Legends that I was like, oh fuck, here we go. I'm gonna be broke. So speaking of that, let me load them onto the table. I bought some Lucy's.
Yeah.
I like Lucy's, man. I do like the boxes, but when they end up being like $80-$90, like I don't give a fuck about the box.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's like
sure.
I don't care about the box enough. Like I just want the figure at that point. So these are those kind of Marvel Legends. In the end, if I ever sell it, it's kind of shitty I don't have the box, but
ooh, Vengeance.
Yes, Vengeance with the lame bike.
That's Hasbro?
This is an older Marvel Legend. I think Hasbro did these. Or it could have been Toy Biz. Like
I think that's a Toy Biz. I think that was before Marvel took them.
Yeah, this is like towards the end, but it sits shitty. It's not the greatest thing here. Let me bring myself up.
Let's see this fucking weird thing.
Yeah. So he's like 10 times bigger than his bike. You know what
Look
I mean?
at me. I'm 13.
Wee! I'm having fun. Who the fuck is calling me? Sorry, guys. That is so unprofessional.
Yeah, what a fucking. This is.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. So, I
like the head. He looks kind of like. He's out of here. He's out of here already.
Yes, but believe me, it's he was very cheap, and I know he's an expensive figure, and he looks cool behind,
sure,
both the other Ghost Riders. But I finally got Angela. Angela. So I gave her the Thor spear, but
how much did you get her for? All you got her in like a.
Yeah, I got it in like a group bundle. I'll tell you what I paid for the bundle in the end. So.
That's good.
Yeah, and this is when they used to give him the meats, bro.
And this was a retail figure or some wacky
Yeah,
exclusive?
No, I think this was a retail figure.
Was she a 3 or a 5-pack? She was a big pack, right?
Half naked.
I think they've done her a couple of times. I think they did a solo one, and then they did like the A-Force or something for
that's
like
what it was.
5-pack.
Yep, that's it. That's what I was.
But yeah, Angela, and plus it's Angela from Spawn,
Now,
and then
why did this happen again?
Okay, when Spawn first started, let me take Uncle Jerk down so I don't creep everybody out, but. When Spawn first started, each issue was basically drawn by Todd, but written by a famous writer. So Frank Miller wrote one. David Sim, who created Cerebus, wrote one. Like, who else was it? Neil Gaiman wrote one. And the Neil Gaiman issue is the issue that Angela shows up.
Okay.
And he technically created her. Okay. The way the contract worked.
So
years later, Todd and Neil Gaiman get in a huge fight, and Neil Gaiman sues the shit out of Todd McFarlane for the rights, and they are hung up in court for years. And it's going back and forth. And while this is happening, anytime Todd McFarlane reprints Spawn, he's not allowed to put that Angela issue in there. He's not allowed to. Yeah. Wow. So that, and the same thing kind of happened with Frank Miller, because his issue got dunked out of a few trades too. So like whatever Todd's contracts were, they weren't airtight, and he had to renegotiate.
Man,
but
people just can't get along, man.
Yeah, but what happened in the end is Neil Gaiman won, and not only did McFarlane have to pay like fucking years of court fees, he had to hand Angela over to Neil Gaiman. And the second Neil Gaiman got her, he sold her to Marvel. Just to say, fuck you, Todd. And yeah, that is why I am holding a Todd McFarlane fucking creation, and it is a Marvel Legend. So this is like one of the ultimate fuck yous to Todd McFarlane, like in the world. So
wow, that's pretty
cool story.
It is.
If you don't know it, you know what I mean? Like, so
right. Any insight here, Jerk? You're the man of insights. This is a very personal insight. Hey, Jerk, seriously important question. Who does your store's distribution?
I am technically like management. I do not own the store, so I cannot say. I'm not allowed to say.
You think because BBTS is behind big time. I know people hit me up because I got that Dopey Reeve Superman. Some people haven't even gotten their Batman verse Superman, which is like first week of December. Do you think it has anything to do with like remember like 4 months ago, there was a labor dispute with the cargo ships and all that? You think that's a hangover from that or no?
No, not at all. What's happening is Hasbro isn't making enough product for everybody who wants it. And
I can see that.
What they do is they will favor one distributor with this product, and then they'll favor Big Bad with a good slew of everything, and then they'll give Entertainment Earth only so much stuff. That's why when you pre-order with Entertainment Earth and you're like, the fucking thing's out, why aren't I getting it? And then it sits forever and you never get it. It's because we have the same distributor and they do that shit to us. Except for we don't fuck over people on a giant caliber, you know what I mean? Like I have to let like customers know, distro screwed us again, because I'm getting the whole new wave of Joes, but I didn't get the last 3 waves of Marvel Legends. And I hate to tell you, I sell triple the amount of Legends as I do Joes. So it would have been more important for me to have gotten those Marvel Legends than the Joes. So as like, the gratitude move, they sent us Joes early because they really screwed me on Marvel Legends. Like we didn't get any of the Secret War shit, not even the shit character. And usually they'll fill the shit character. And seriously, I ordered out of control numbers on those toys because they're evergreen. Like you can sell that Captain America for that retail price forever. I will never have to discount that figure. You know what I mean? And it's an awesome cap.
Yeah.
So when I know evergreen figures are coming out, I order fucking high on them. So when they sell out at Target, I'm like, oh, you want this? I have it. Like we have Odin out the ass. You know what I mean? And like you never see it at Target, but I have Odin, and people know that's the one thing. My distro will always get the box set because nobody wants it. But like, so they always send them to me, but everybody in Allentown knows to come to my store for the box set because I'll have it always in stock. So like Scar, I could still get Scar all day long. When was the last time you saw him on a shelf anywhere? You know what I mean? Like, and anytime I buy that figure in any quantity, he sells immediately because you never see him at Target. He's always gone. And the same thing with Odin. Yep. Like, haven't seen one, always gone. So
interesting. What do we got on the stage? I see a little picture.
Oh, Mikey has a
this is Big Love.
Big Love. Oh, that's cool.
Oh, dude, is that a Wesley Snipes head on there?
Yeah, he's a tribute.
Yes, sir, it is.
Oh man, is that a custom head or is that from the Marvel Legend?
No, that's a custom head. That's a 3D printed head that I made.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Got his gun and everything.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah.
Wow.
You're ready to go. See, I made 2 of those.
That's one of the figures where it's so good you're like, I wish I owned that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I hate looking at Mikey's customs. I'm like, oh no.
I didn't expect. Oh, there he is. The nerd.
Ah! He's angry at us.
That looks great, man. That's
Thank you.
Fun nod to the movie too. White Men Can't Jump.
Oh yeah. Always loved that movie, so I thought it would be funny if he was the basketball player.
That is awesome. That's good casting, man. Because you could have been lazy and just used the head that came with the figure.
I don't like when people usually. I hate that basketball player that plays for the Sixers. That's what everybody uses, and I hate seeing his head as Big Lob. And then the other guy doesn't really. He wasn't as tall.
Yeah, and everybody just uses that head, man. I'm telling you.
I forget who he is.
It's weird because of the way the neck shape is on those starting lineup figures. It's not like a classified figure. So finding a classified neck that works with it's kind of a trick.
It'd be nice if Hasbro just fucking made the guy, but
Yeah,
that is true.
100%.
That is true. Let me get
my Big Lob. I want my fucking fridge. I want the goofs.
I want the goof bags. All right, let me get.
You know what you are? You're one of those little fancy lads, aren't you? Boy, you're cute. Gosh, what a sweet little outfit. Is it your little spring outfit? You couldn't be cuter. You're so adorable. Oh my.
Fucking Chris Elliott, baby.
Oh, I love that shit. Him and Letterman are great.
Spring outfit. I love it.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good. Zakanan, thank you so much, man. And we got it raining fucking wrenches and fire, man. We got everything going on here.
Wow, the raw dogs, man. The raw dogs.
So good.
We're in January. Is there anything fucking going? January, like, it feels like till March you gotta wait for anything good to happen. I know there's the fucking Super Bowl, but it's like this is why you guys are making those depressing I'm 50-year-old lonely videos.
See, to me, I just got to get through January and February, and I'm good. You know what I mean?
Course.
Like,
then it's March, like I just fucking said.
Yeah. But see, I was gonna say in the middle of that, I have my anniversary, and then I have my wife's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah, they're very close, so it's very financially painful right after Christmas. I get like double, like both nuts get like kicked. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and then you got Valentine's Day in that spread too. Like,
no, I include that in there. I'm like, you're not getting all.
Oh, okay. You get 2. I'm not doing 3.
Just like it was just fucking Christmas, lady.
Yeah, I like to find a thing to like keep the juices flowing to like look forward to, but the January fucking
now it doesn't bother me because we talk like all the time.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like I have 2 nights a week to bullshit with all my friends. You know what I mean? And all the dogs. It's like, you know, like it's nice for me, honestly, because you're right. Like, you know, it wasn't until we picked up last year, almost around this time, where it just, you know, it feels like time moves super fast because, you know, it's show, video. But I love it. Like, I'm having a great time doing
of course.
man.
This is cool, but it's like I said, I'm a video game guy, and January sucks for video games. It usually sucks for movies until
it sucks for everything, even toys.
Yeah.
Nothing's coming
It
out.
ain't a good TV year, a month. They don't, nothing. January is where TV shows come to die in January. So
it's true.
Yeah.
It's a great time to do customs.
It is.
Yes,
to get caught up on customs. If you do commissions, it's a perfect time to get caught up before the spring happens and new toys come out.
That's a very, very good advice. Oh, you got that too? That's a great figure.
Dude.
It doesn't look like Michael Keaton.
One though better.
Like these are the ones that I will not pay fucking ridiculous prices for. So
Shatterstar, a spendy figure.
Yes, dude. He's like $80 fucking bucks, man.
Gross.
They just haven't made them again, and I don't think they're going to. Is the problem? That's why I was kind of like, fuck it. I'll pull the trigger because he's loose. He doesn't want to focus.
Okay.
You little bitch. Plus, honestly, like, dude, I love Longshot and Dazzler, and this is their kid, so by default, I kind of gotta like their kid, Yeah. And then this Vulture is right on the money, dude. Like, he's got the liver spots on his head and shit, and it has the awful wings and the old body, but like, I'm posing him like this. That's it, Vulture. It's perfect. So. I like this. My Sinister Six is almost done.
Oh, you don't
almost done.
What were you waiting on?
There might be
Craven.
No,
Mysterio,
I mean
Rhino.
technically.
Well, yeah, on the card, I see everybody.
But I also don't like.
Loose.
Yeah, I don't always like all these versions. You know what I mean? So I like them on the card, and I think they're fun and they work in the scheme of all of it. But
they do look great on the card.
I love
they
those.
Kill it with the retro card stuff.
They do, man. They do. And that's why I'm so pissed about Secret War. Like, I want to fucking do a Secret War wall with everybody. And then, fuck it, do Secret War 2. Give me everybody. I want everybody. I love
the first wave of the Toy Biz figures where they did like Wolverine and Magneto. Where they had the spark thing in their back, man.
Yeah.
Give me that wave, dude. I would flip. That'd be so good. Or the Spider-Man wave that had Nick Fury and Punisher in them. You remember those?
Yes.
They came with like big guns that like shot missiles, but they were on that Spider-Man animated style card.
Is that the Dick Gun Punisher?
No, it's not.
But it was.
Okay.
Shortly after,
is the gimmick.
The Love Gun Punisher.
It was not the Love Gun Punisher.
Them retro card backs are works of art. They really are.
And then
those are nostalgia bait. That is what that is, and it works so well.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, I will tell you though, the figures inside do look great for what they are, and that's even from the beginning, because like the first wave. Like when those were coming out, nobody was buying them. Like I only bought them because like GameStop had Peter Parker and Mary Jane for like they were in the clearance section. So I just kept buying them. I'm like civilian, because I was just doing toy photography then. So like anybody who looked like a suited person or a civilian, I was scooping them up, so. And then I cracked them, and they were great. So,
Jerkville.
Yeah,
I got a whole town of civilians.
Oh yeah. Oh my god, dude. Like you didn't get that. I wish you got to hang out more the last time you were here, man.
Yeah.
Like I didn't get to show you shit. Like we were just in out, and then
I'm picturing like Dinner for Schmucks, but instead of the little mice, it's all like
oh god, yeah, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. Like they're having like ice cream together. One of them's in the park filming a video about being 40 and upset.
Yes. I'm 40 alone. All I have is a Nintendo Wii.
It's one of those videos, the 40 and alone videos, but it's the beginning of the Dolph Lundgren Punisher movie. You're just going through the tunnels. He's just there.
He's naked,
sulking.
I'm naked, sulking in the sewer.
I'm gonna send you them fucking links. I'm gonna trick you. I'm like, yo, you gotta check out this girl's channel. It's gonna be some lonely guy.
Oh, Oh, it'll happen. They creep in there, man. They creep in there because it always works is I'll either see them on Facebook, like videos first, and then it just completely invades Instagram. And then like a week later, it's in YouTube. So like they're selling their information down. They're just like, this jerk's depressed.
One of the guys has a jet black wig. And I don't like to troll people or sound mean because you have a jet black wig on, dude, and you're like 60. That's why you're alone. You look fucking weird. You know, like it's not
completely natural. Completely natural.
I should have been a life coach, but I'm not now. And I'm
okay, Gaines.
I think there's still time.
Yeah,
no time. No one's listening to me now.
Gaines, the older you get, the wiser you get. You're gonna be that guy. Was it the guy in the library?
I couldn't remember Motorhead doing a video about heads. Okay.
No, the best part is you wouldn't go and look and then refilm. That's the best part.
Well, what's a life coach got to do with short-term memory?
I don't know.
That's not. You can do it. Don't shortchange yourself.
You should be a life coach. Oh my God, you'd be the best life coach. I think
it's for like virgins. I watch these kids that can't get laid. I don't watch them. Like that sounded weird.
Oh yeah, that did sound really weird.
I know people still that have dating
sitting in the truck. And he's like, can't get laid.
Well, it's a different kind of fucking world, you know what I mean?
That motherfucker ain't getting laid right now. And he's like,
this guy's
the
not
mailman.
Anything.
Go to the library, listen to me. I am wise old Gaines.
I do know people that are single and they wonder why. And I'm like, women like to see you kind of apply yourself. Even if you don't have to be a fucking rich lawyer, but you got to look like you're trying at this shit. You know what I mean?
I'm going to tell you where this comes from. There's the male role model in movies has been declining at the same rate as normal men have no role models.
Not only that, though,
and that snowballs. And now you have a bunch of guys who didn't have like role models that are worth the shit. They have weird YouTubers, you know what I mean? Or like, let's play video games all day. You could make $1 million doing this. You know what I mean? Not like, work your ass off. Go do something with your life, other than,
playing with yourself.
Yeah.
There was also a lot of films where the nice guy always wins. And I'm not saying you have to be a prick. I'm a fucking nice guy. But the nice guy also has to looks like he cares and is finding a job and trying to save a little bit of money and
I refuse.
You refuse, okay. Andrew Tate.
I vote no.
Well, I remember I had a friend that was no luck with the ladies, right? And one of the things he had to change, he had fucking these kids that had like the Joker on them with like ha 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 over it. And if you're like a punk kid or you could pull it off if you have a look, but then he would have like a regular polo on and like khakis. I'm like, Sean, what the fuck are you wearing? Like, you look like you're a maniac with these sneakers. And he was like, I like them. My mom got them for me. This guy's like 30. I'm like, Sean, your mom's buying you Joker.
That's not a good explanation.
No,
that's not helpful.
So I swear to God, the minute he just bought like a normal pair of like Chuck Taylors and he bought a Adidas, he instantly got a fucking date. Because women look at your head and then your feet for some reason. That's what they buy. They buy fucking shoes to get their hair done. Mm-hmm. The minute he just changed that, the motherfucker was getting dates. And now I don't even see the guy because he's getting pussy. So cheers to Sean, wherever you're at.
Oh.
Cheers.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Yeah, yes.
Here you go, Gaines. This one's for you to read.
There's a YouTube name, Wrestling Otaku, who is exactly like that. Like my friend. Okay. I'll check him out. I'm going to help that guy.
I don't know. The shoes haven't done anything for me. I got some of those Mexican cowboy boots where the toes are really, really long.
Oh, the real long curls.
Yeah, I thought that was a thing, but that's not getting me shit. You know,
not
what
a thing here. It's a thing in Mexico.
I walk into a Hooters and they just turn back around. I don't know, dude.
I'm out of here
for losing.
You don't have trouble with the ladies, Mikey, do you?
I don't put myself out there ever.
No.
You don't care?
Dude, you're so fucking charming. I don't see how that's possible.
Do you want to put yourself out there?
Find me a girl that deserves charming. A bunch of hoes in these streets.
Yeah, then there you go.
Good
That's
woman.
true.
I found me a good woman, but it took years.
Yeah, that wasn't recent, current dating. They're terrible out here. They want to act like Megan the Stallion and be treated like a princess. That doesn't add up.
No, they're out there. I'm sure they're.
I'm sure they're out there.
Yeah, I'm lucky I met my wife when I was really young, so I can't say shit. You know what I mean? I've been out of the game forever.
How they Joker themed cowboy boots?
Oh, maybe I can customize them though.
Oh, that'd be dope.
Like green on the soles, it would be like ha 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 or something.
Some fishes on the side with little X's in their eyes.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Them boots are a whole culture. I don't know if anyone is familiar with them. And look them up. They're funny as fuck. The longer, like the cooler you are, and they curl up to like.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, I've seen.
I was watching some videos where the guy could like hold his arms like straight out and grab the tips of.
Oh, he must be the king dick swinger.
Yeah, that's what I was like. He's like King Cholo, dude. Like it was fucking.
It's made out of like.
That's boss level.
Hell yeah.
This is made out of 84 iguanas.
He's the final.
101 iguanas died for these.
For real.
The final boss.
He's a blue stingray like Dennis Leary and that what's that called?
Oh,
Suicide
I know.
Kings.
Yep.
Suicide Kings. He's got
I'll
the blue
get you a
stingray
new
boots.
pair.
You got a Benz, I got a busket. Give me $1.
Did you say busket? Yeah, I love that. I forgot where I got that from because I joke. I do that. I call it a busket at work.
Yeah.
Like, go get that busket.
What the hell is a busket?
Oh, it's so good.
Say busket?
Leary was like on the top of his game for like a few years, like The Ref.
So good.
That one, and then fucking what was the other one? He did an action movie called The Gunman with Mario Van Peebles and Christopher Lambert. It's ridiculous. Yeah, he plays a henchman, and the main villain is fucking Patrick Stewart in a wheelchair. And this is like in 1996. Like, it's a great movie.
Wow.
Man. You want to talk
heard of that
like one. Oh my god, it's an action movie gem. It's like Bulletproof, like the shitty ass fucking Gary Busey movie where he calls people butthorn.
Butthorn, yeah.
Yes, it's like that, but better. So,
cool.
it's that level of, direct to video action, but that's good. You couldn't get it for years. Now you can get it. And honestly, Leary as the henchman, like it's his best role, like one of them.
I honestly, like most things I see Dennis Leary in, I usually end up liking. Like that's a good character. Like
he's
even
not
when
bad.
he's like
he's a better actor than he is a comic.
Yeah, I mean, like Amazing Spider-Man when he plays like Gwen's dad. That was a good role.
That.
Like,
yeah, I forgot
I
about
like
that
his stuff.
He was decent in that Fireman show too. He wasn't
Rescue
bad.
Me.
Yes, Rescue Me.
Yeah, that lost.
I did like I'm an asshole. Somebody brought that up. That song is great. I'm an asshole.
Song is great.
It's
fucking fantastic.
Total
banger.
Yeah.
Agreed.
He gets ripped apart on that show I mentioned last week with Bill Maher by another comic, and it's great. It's
really
what was that show with Bill Maher that used to be on Channel 7? Politically Incorrect?
Yes.
So look up the Dennis Leary appearance and the Rowdy Piper appearance. Those.
Really?
So Greg, the comic that offed himself, Greg Giraldo, him and Leary went at it. And Greg is a comic as well, and he's being funny, and Dennis is kind of getting pissed. And Greg is like, well, I'm a comic, Dennis. You should know that's our fucking point is to be funny. You should try it. And dude, the crowd is Dennis Leary like fucking pissed. It's such a. That's when TV had some real shit on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there's no such thing as it anymore. Like TV.
No.
TV. I have to agree with you. I think TV and movies just peaked. Like,
of course, everything peaks. Everything peaks.
Yeah, I think it peaked when they broke the system with when streaming started. Is when the downfall of
absolutely because everything has to be a product to get.
Well, it went to greed. It went to how can I make this the cheapest, like, you know, and get it out. Like,
sure.
I don't want to be in the DVD business anymore. I want to be, you know, pay for one digital file and then, you know, sell that a million times over. So, like,
Curb has the answer here.
Like, they ended themselves when they joined streaming. So. You know, they ruined the movie theater system. They ruined the movies at retail system. Spotify destroyed CD stores, like music stores. Yeah, like they ruined it all by streaming. And like, God forbid anything happens to like the power grid. Like, you're not going to have shit anymore, man. All your movies are going to be gone. You know what I mean? Like,
and at any point, they can just pull a movie off the streaming service. Like, you think you have it, or even if you bought a digital copy. At some point they decide that Blazing Saddles is too publicly inappropriate to be viewed by anybody. It's gone.
Yep, you're right.
It's gone. It's deleted.
The best episode of The Office was like season 2, episode 3, where Michael Scott does like the Chris Rock routine, and the guy has to come in and.
Yep.
You can't stream that anymore because it was
gone. There's like 3 or 4 Office episodes that are completely gone.
Oh, there's tons. I heard there's always It's Always Sunny has like a bunch. So does South
Sunny
Park.
has a bunch as well. Yep.
Yeah.
They're neutering stuff for no reason because there's really no one that's that offended. You know, it's
well, there was. Well, they pretended that there was for a couple of years. So, you know.
It's stupid.
It is stupid, and that's why I'm all for, you know, physical media, but they got to make physical media cheap so people will be more in tune to buy it. Because, like we said on Saturday, I'm not buying the fucking Keep for $50. It's not that good of a movie,
right? You just want to watch the fucking thing.
The Keep can't be more than $20 to anybody, no matter what you do.
No digital copy of anything should be more than fucking $20. There's no manufacturing in it.
Well, no, I'm just saying. Like the
that's
physical copy of the Keep.
Oh, it's the physical. Oh, it's the one. It's the one that Zakanian was showing off.
Yeah, the one we were talking about.
Okay.
I'm just talking. It's great that it's there, but it's not affordable to anybody. So that's the problem. It's like, it's great. It's loaded with special features and all this shit. But you know what? If you just gave me the Blu-ray cut that they already had, and you put it out for $5, I would buy it. I'd buy it in a second. But I'm not buying it for $50 because the Keep is not that good. You know what I mean? Like, I love Shocker. Like Shocker from Wes Craven, great movie.
Yeah.
I would never buy a 4K copy for $50. Like, I love that movie, but I am not paying $50. Like, I wouldn't even pay, like, my favorite movie, I would not pay $50 for. You know? So it's like,
you wouldn't pay $50 for Alien Romulus?
You know. I want that VHS because it's so nostalgic. Fucking assholes. I hope that guy chokes on that thing or like slips cutting out of the shower. Just done.
Just the master copies hit with the biggest magnet you've ever seen.
God, I can't wait till that sequel comes out and everybody's like, it's a dumb movie. And I'm like, right. Because the original idea is fucking stupid. Like, Gaines, when that fucking baby egg falls through the fucking metal thing and falls 30 feet on the ground.
Yeah.
How did it not spill a drop of that acid? Magic. With the baby in it and it fell? Like, dude, like, I mean, like, you got to be like retarded to see that happen and be like, how did a drop not spill? Like, they made a big deal about it falling on the hull and destroying the space station. Yeah. But like, this thing fell through a floor and didn't dump.
Those things don't bother me when the rest of the movie is good. I could like, everyone hates that the scientists in Prometheus wanted to pet a fucking snake monster.
Well, he's the dumbass. You don't send a guy across the galaxy who's going to pet an alien.
When I enjoy
Why the fucking dumbass? The blow up was so good on that.
But that Romulus was like a fan-made film. Like a fan made this film. I liked aliens, so I'm gonna have the Reeboks, and I'm gonna have the girl with the gun, and he's gonna say, "Get away from her, bitch." It was like, why did he even fucking say that?
Yeah, that doesn't even.
Also, the fan was 16 years old. Like the fan was not old enough to understand any of that. There's like, we got to put that in there, dude.
It was a very people give Star Wars shit for remember berries, but to me, it's like it's all in the same universe. So of course you're gonna see a fucking AT-AT in Rogue One and shit.
Yeah, man. Like I used to give the guy who made fucking Alien Resurrection shit. Now I'd kiss his feet to make another Alien movie.
Now
like,
that
I'd be like, please, just make something that makes sense.
Well, you know, at least he got Perlman in his shit.
Come on, the Heat Vision face huggers, like that was so fucking stupid.
It sucked.
And then the space cocoon at the beginning. It's like, oh, so it had time to goober out this giant space nugget to hide in before she fucking dropped like 5 nuclear bombs on it in space when she blew up the Nostromo. Like that, there's zero logic in that. And then go ahead, Gaines. I'm sorry.
No, I'm like I said, I watched it. I'm like, first half hour I was digging it, and then when it nosedives, I'm like, this is fucking garbage.
It just kept getting dumber and dumber. And dude, how did they make face huggers? There are no eggs. Did they 3D print them?
Exactly.
Are they 3D printed? Like, and
that's
how
what the
did
goo
they?
is.
And then
That
how
comes out
did
of the
they
goo,
3D print them out of goo?
That the guy who played the synth was great though. He was fucking really good.
Which one?
The synth.
It looked weird at first,
No,
but
not the one that was not Rook, the black dude. He was fantastic.
Oh, he was phenomenal. Like,
and that's why in the beginning I liked the film because you could tell he was fucked up, and then she took the chip out of his neck.
Oh, he held the movie. He held the whole beginning and made it interesting. He was the only one that was a character.
You're right. And
you know what I mean? Nobody else is a character. Everybody else is there to die, and your main character is hollow. All that she got is she saw a little canary on the planet, and she was like, my parents died down there, and I need the sun and the canary, and that was it. That's all you got out of her. And it was like, it was worse than Daniels in Covenant. At least, like, Daniels made sense.
I like
no, I'm saying how they replace everybody, and they just keep trying to make a new Ripley. Like they didn't need to get rid of Shaw. She's an amazing actor. It was a well-rounded character. Then they kill her off panel and introduce Daniels, who sucked. But I would take her over Rain because at least Daniels is a developed character. Like her husband dies immediately, so you feel for her. Like you learned a little bit of her backstory, so you understood. She bonded with the robot. Like she had a character arc in the movie. This girl does not have shit in the movie.
No.
So it's,
and she sucked. Did you see Civil War? I'm looking at this girl and I'm like, why do I remember hating this girl? Why? It's like, this is fucked up. This is her first movie. She was in Civil War, and that fucking sucked too.
Yeah.
Did you see Civil War?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I gave it the 20-minute rule, so I couldn't tell you about it.
Well, Andy was great, man.
And distant memory.
That's right. His name was Andy. He was fucking good, man. He wasn't, I don't know about phenomenal, but he was truly the best part of the movie.
Yeah, he played his role perfect. And like the switch show through the whole movie was great. So and the movie has fun set pieces and it looks great and it's filmed great.
We complain about practical effects. It had it.
And they look, well, for the most part, most of it looked really good. Like the face hugger scene where with the heat vision, like they looked really bad there. That was the only point where I was like, they just look like draped puppets, but I understand you, like, people want to try to do new things, but like he tried to do so many new things that it just mucked an already shitty lore.
Yeah. I forget the Whiskey Hotel. I was in the theater watching Civil War, like, I love A24 movies, and this was probably one of their worst.
Like I said, I gave it 20 minutes and was like, nope. So
it sucks. It really. I hated it.
It almost made me want to wait for Fat Damon, but I didn't. Because I know Fat Damon's in it.
Oh yeah. Fat Damon. Okay, so Fat Damon is fantastic.
But I heard he's only in it for like 5 minutes.
He's the most interesting guy in the film, and he's in it for 10 fucking minutes. Sure, he's some racist hillbilly maniac who loves America and will kill anyone. That's interesting though. Keep him in the film, not two girls running around trying to take the best fucking picture.
Yeah.
Mikey, they burned me. Mikey,
that doesn't sound so good.
Get the last grill.
And the shitty thing is, the last 2 films I've seen in the theater, I think, were Civil War, Beetlejuice, then Moana 2, because I have a child. What a fucking life! This is why I'm watching, depressed, lonely guys, man.
I don't have any of that, my guy.
He's just a happy guy with lots of money, painting toys.
I just come home,
no wife, and
just do whatever I want.
Piss away all his money. See, you got the double hit. I just have the wife who drains all my money. So,
and Bronze is correct. Bring the Rook back. What was his original name in the first film? It wasn't Rook. It was whatever. That was.
Oh my god! I can't believe I fucking forgot. Ash. Ash.
Yeah, that was fucking made no sense.
Okay,
no sense.
It was horrible at first, but like when you saw him on the monitor, is the only way they should have done it, and I would have been okay with it.
Yeah.
But here's the thing I heard. I will tell you a little Alien Romulus trivia here.
Great. We're gonna lose.
Yeah, here we go. The numbers are gonna. Actually, the woman who ruined our last Indiana Jones movie, was the android in this movie, and they cut her out. And at the last minute, they put the Rook android in. If you look at storyboards, if you look at original scripts, the android was a female, and So she was set to be in it. They paid her for it, and they just didn't have her in it. You know what I mean? Like, I think they just paid, like, they had to pay her full salary and just tell her you're not in it. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It sucks. I don't know what I'm looking forward to next as far as fucking film. Yeah, sex bot. She was a sex bot. I had to take her out.
Yeah.
There's a sex bot movie I gotta watch with
God, there's a whole bunch of them.
What's her name? Megan. I don't know. I have somebody.
Megan Fox movie where where she's like the housemaid robot.
I did watch that horror movie with Demi Moore. Did you see that yet?
I just don't care.
What's it called?
Substance.
Okay, so Substance. It does get very Cronenberg-y towards the end.
Yeah, but I only want to see David Cronenberg do that.
It is very Cronenberg. The movie thinks it's better than it is.
Did his son make it? I know Brandon Cronenberg is a filmmaker, and he makes fucked up movies like his dad. And honestly, he's pretty good. Like, most of his movies aren't bad. So to me, that does look like one of his movies.
Subservient. That's it.
Yeah. Demi Moore is naked in it, and she kills it. Last 20 minutes make up for the movie. I'll leave it at that. I got to see.
I mean, if it's weird and fucked up, but in the end, it just comes around. Yes, Nosferatu was good.
Yeah,
it was really good. It's just don't expect it to be a shot-for-shot remake. He's definitely doing his own thing with it, which actually is refreshing. But honestly,
that's what you want, though.
I like Shadow of a Vampire better. It's, to me, like the best vampire movie in the world. You can never beat that. But honestly, Coppola's Dracula is a better movie than this version of Nosferatu. It's just a better movie.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I like the Coppola one. Like, I like how it feels like a play. Like you're watching a play.
Wasn't Dracula kind of shit on when it first came out, Jerk?
Yeah, it was panned, but I mean, fuck, Gary Oldman puts in like one of the best fucking roles ever, dude. Like that's a dual role. Like he plays
It's a dope movie.
crusty old Dracula at the beginning, and then once he gets to London, it's fucking dapper and different.
Well, he plays 3 because Vlad in the beginning is different than both of those. I mean, he's
you're
damn
right.
good, man. When he's just
and
Vlad the Impaler, that's
jamming
a
that
badass
Romanian
role,
too. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's good.
Yeah, that opening scene where like he renounces the church is like
yeah.
And Anthony
Blood
Hopkins
comes out of the
dual
crucifix.
role as the priest. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that movie's dope.
We are destined for it. I've been telling you this for a year now. We're going to be fucking robots sometime soon. Your drought was going to end, buddy. Who had the 15-year drought? You're going to put your kid in electric.
Mikey's the smart one. Like he doesn't have the wife to complain about it.
Yeah,
He's just gonna get the robot and live a great life.
Yeah, I've got like 3 Kickstarters where I've kickstarted sex robots.
And
it's not a big
this
deal.
time next
We'll
year,
get
Mike,
here
you're going to be customizing your robot's tits.
That's the whole reason I got an airbrush so I could get the blend right. I want like a little bit of the vein in there, but I don't want it to be like a massive river. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't want it to look like fucking Indiana Jones looking through the forest to the temple, the vein and shit hanging down. But I do want some realness in there, you know.
Back to Dracula. Yeah, Keanu couldn't nail that accent. I think that's why it got bad.
He's off. He is the shittiest.
Keanu's
in them.
English accent is not good.
Whoa, Dracula. Yeah, he's an awful.
It's not great.
No,
but it's not bad enough to ruin the movie.
Not at all.
Nowhere near that bad.
And dude, even Winona's not that good in that movie. She's over her head acting wise in that movie. But Gary and Hopkins are so goddamn like they're almost their best performances. Like him playing Van Helsing. Oh, you just got to, drive a stake into her heart and cut off her head. He's like, pass the mashed potatoes. It's like the best scene ever. Like so nonchalant about it. So
yeah,
I love that red suit. That suit he wore was fucking wild.
Oh yeah, dude. Like he was a great Van Helsing, dude. Like to me, I love that movie. Like
it's good.
My fucking dad took me to see that, and when the werewolf's like porking the girl in the fucking garden, he's like, he just looks over, he's like, oh fuck.
How do I explain bestiality?
Oh no, he was great. He didn't care. He's fucking, he's the best, man. Like if I have good movie taste because of that man. You know what I mean?
Good.
Like he watched great fucking movies, man. Like he had great fucking taste. So
yeah.
He knew all the good westerns. He
really,
I mean, he didn't. I don't think he really knew he was in the dark comedy, but like, every dark comedy movie from like the 70s through the 80s, like he had it like taped off HBO, and so. It's because of him. I have a fucking amazing fucking like knowledge of movies.
Nice. I told you, me and my dad saw the stuff, and he looked at. I was like, Dad, I want to see this horror movie.
And that breaks my heart because the stuff is so much fun, dude. I love it.
My dad looked at me like I fucking got a 0 on like a fucking.
You were a pariah to the whole fucking Gaines clan.
He's like, I'll be back in an hour and a half. He went and got fucking like toasted somewhere. This is crazy. In the 80s, you could leave your kid at the movie theater. And
in a rated R movie.
I was like 11.
Whatever. They just yell at the guy sitting in the back row. Hey, stop jerking off. Watch this kid, okay? Make sure he doesn't get up.
Dude, no, my dad did not like Chocolate Chip Charlie. He left. I was like, hey, that's a good fucking movie. Give me the fucking, Raisinets.
So good.
Fucking the old man. He did love Clint Eastwood shit. That was his jam. So
I think they all did, though, man. My
dad wanted to be him.
My dad loved Clint Eastwood too.
Charles Bronson, Clint Eastwood were like, manly men's men, whatever the fuck. That's
they're men in tights.
Yeah, I think my dad was more like James Caan.
Yeah,
fucking Clint Eastwood, because Caan, Khan after The Godfather, he just wanted to be a badass in everything. You know what I mean? Like,
well, with shoulders like that, you're destined for greatness.
Oh, he's so badass, dude. He was badass.
What
dude.
was the movie where Jimmy Khan is a jewel thief or whatever?
Thief. I love
oh.
that movie. That movie's great, dude.
Yeah, Thief is good. Thief holds
and
up.
that's a Michael Mann movie too.
Yeah.
That's like one of his first fucking movies. And if you don't know who that is, that's the guy who did Heat.
Heat. Yep.
Yeah. And he wrote like every fucking awesome, like in the 80s, like drama, like heist movies. You know, he's big on those. So.
That's why Thief holds up. I didn't know it was a Michael Mann movie.
Yeah, that movie's fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
And you know what? I always put these movies together for some bizarre reason. There's a fucking Travolta movie after the disco movie where Travolta's like a photographer and he witnesses.
No, he's like a sound recorder.
Oh, what? That's a fucking awesome movie too.
Want to know why?
Why?
Brian De Palma, baby.
Get out
it's
of
called
here.
Blowout.
Wow.
Yeah. That movie's
Blowout. Jeff Butler got it.
He's recording shit and he's like obsessed with listening to his recordings and he hears like a murder on there, right?
Yes.
It's been a really long time, but
I have never seen that movie. That sounds very
Mikey.
That's like a Criterion movie.
It's a good fucking movie, man. Travolta's in some really good movies. It's just everyone knows him as the disco guy.
Yeah, no, De Palma. That was
nothing wrong with the disco guy.
No. There's nothing. Italian dancing. Listen, I'm all for it.
Hey.
Right.
You gotta squeeze in the Saturday Night Fevers and the Urban Cowboys, okay?
Oh,
yes.
I love
it.
You gotta have some fun to appreciate the real shit later.
Urban Cowboy, is it? She's riding that mechanical bull. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, good lord.
That's one of them scenes. If you're watching with your girlfriend, you gotta pretend like you don't like it. Oh,
yeah. You got to go to the kitchen and then just like peek around.
Yes, you go get a drink, but you're peeking like.
Yeah, I'm gonna go make some popcorn.
Absolutely, fucking sissy.
Where do we got here? And I will agree. You know. Not only are all of the Dirty Harry movies really fucking good, like we do need somebody does need to fucking make the ultimate fucking Dirty Harry. Like this is again where
you mean like other than like Hot Toy Sideshow. You talking about like 1/12 scale?
Yeah, I want Mezco. Like give me a soft goods fucking disco suit with a fucking Clint Eastwood head and a 45.
I got some movies
too. Like 1/6 scale, perfect 1/6, and they're gorgeous.
Sorry.
You ever see Zodiac?
Mm-hmm.
You know the cop that the Hulk plays, whatever his name is in real life.
Yeah, I love that. I actually watched that movie like a week ago. That's
that
a movie
cop
I really like.
Was the famous real San Francisco cop who Dirty Harry is modeled after.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
I didn't know that. I did not know that, but it makes complete sense. So
yeah.
Now Gaines has the knowledge.
Tiny bit. I got a little. Sometimes I remember shit. I'm like, oh shit.
When he last saw you, he was about the apprentice. Now he is the master.
Yeah.
Gaines, you got to get on this one.
Mezco 13th Warrior pre-orders are up. Yeah.
That would be so fucking great.
That should be
so stoked.
Oh my!
I would love it if they could do a bunch of Antonio Banderas, and I'd be fucking in it, dude. Desperado.
Yes.
You could do Zorro. You could do all. That would be hard for me to resist.
I'm a fan. I'd even take
for sure.
Yes.
Oh, dude. So
I don't know. Like that should have been your New Year's resolution. Watch fucking 13th Warrior. You're out of the raw dog circle. Like all the dogs are in a circle, and you're just out there.
Oh, fucking!
We're out there watching 45-year-old men fucking piss and moan that they can't afford a cheeseburger. And you know what else about Zodiac? That is David Fincher. So that's why that movie fucking rocks.
So if you just saw Zodiac, you should check out. There's a new documentary where they basically the guy that had to watch and all that shit, they were like, "This has got to be him. This has got to be him."
Oh yeah.
It turns out they really think that guy was the Zodiac.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
he dated this chick that they show in the movie who had these 2 kids. And they say they remember going on a fucking joyride with him, supposedly, where he was checking out where he killed. Remember, he kills that couple in the field?
Yeah, he went back.
Yes. They were like, no doubt in their mind. You know, he was like a fucking teacher.
And killers are known to do that. Like they revisit their crime scenes because they still want to try to get off on the feeling. So
absolutely. And he was a teacher wwho loved fucking puzzles and giving the classroom like these puzzles. So
I don't like fucking puzzles. There's too many edges.
It gives me that burn on my special parts.
Yeah,
I'm trying not to do that with paper products.
But it makes sense that he would want to make ciphers because that was a big thing back in the day for puzzle makers and shit. So that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm glad that it puts a bow on it because you really wanted him to be the fucking killer.
Yeah, well, even in the movie, they want you to they got that one actor who's they got a bigger actor to play that guy, and he's only in it for maybe 10 minutes of the whole movie. Yeah. And the way they lace him through it, it's just almost forgettable until you've watched it 1 or 2 times and you're like, oh, that is the guy. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's probably one of Downey's better movies where he's not being Downey at all. There's no Downey. There's no Downey.
And he becomes a loser.
Only 4 movies exist that are like that.
Yeah, well, he kind of does it when he becomes a drunk, later on in the movie, but I would attribute that more to the character than the Downeyism. So, yeah.
He's pretty good in Weird Science as not being Downey.
It was before he even knew what Downey was.
Yeah, that's true.
Or Back to School. He wasn't too bad.
Yeah, he's the same guy as he was in Weird Science, kind of.
Yes, exactly.
He's in Back to School, like the Rodney Dangerfield movie?
Yeah, he has the purple hair.
He's his son's best friend.
Yeah, he's a roommate.
I guess it's been that long since I've seen that.
That's down. Oh my god!
You gotta watch me
do the triple Lindy. That is gold.
I mean, I remember it being really good.
I love that movie,
especially the scene where him and Sam Kinison when he's talking about the nom stuff. I remember that being super funny.
Yeah, it's so good. I tried to cut that up for a short once, but I couldn't get the background music out. So I might have to try that again now that you say that. So I have new software that rips that shit out. So
nice.
That's a good question. I love Easy Money because Easy Money has some funny fucking lines.
Oh my god. The diet.
Easy Money has some fucked up funny lines.
Yeah, Pesci's great in it too, but Back to School is like Pee-wee's Great Adventure. It's a great movie. It's Caddyshack good. I don't care what anybody says. Back to School is top 10 80s comedy. I like it better than Trading Places. That movie's great. Yo, big time.
I don't know.
I need to revisit it.
Dangerfield as an actor, when he gets to be the lead, he steals the movie. He's Caddyshack is 80% him.
Yeah.
He's so damn good. And Back to School, he is so on the money. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but Trading Places has Jamie Lee Curtis's tits.
Yeah,
it does.
And they are perfect. That's when they were.
How old were you when you saw that movie?
They were just right.
Dude, so my mom, Trading Places, of course, our parent, it's Eddie Murphy, it's Dan Aykroyd, everyone, you have to rent this movie. It's 2 big stars. And they let me watch it. And when I saw them tits, it was like seeing a fucking rainbow. It was this is what life is about.
It's still like that. I watched it, last month, and I was like, oh my god, those are great tits.
They are.
They're perfect.
Tremendous tits.
Thank you. Needed that one, Tim. Needed that one. Totally.
Tremendous.
Oh, Mikey, that was great.
They were fucking great.
Yeah, Gaines, you missed out. Sold out.
Next time, man. I'll have to get
shit.
Next time.
I got a couple. You got a couple of Easy Money. Listen, Easy Money's great too. I mean,
it is fun. It's just the pacing's different.
I know what you're saying. It gets a little slow.
Yeah.
But Rodney I just saw his appearance on Johnny Carson. It is 15 minutes of just, it's not even an interview. It's just one-liner after a one-liner, and it is fucking hysterical, man. The guy was a machine.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what? I wish he lived a little longer, because do you remember how fucked up he was in Natural Born Killers?
Yes. Like, he was one of the best lines ever. I can't recite it here.
No, but
when he's watching wrestling.
No, the whole thing, like all of it is so dark, man. And like to get him to do that, like
he's great in it though.
Yes. Like when they do that close up of his eyes, like
he's great in that movie, man.
Yes. Like
when he's watching wrestling and he says, "What am I watching? A couple of?" I'm like,
it's so good. What am I watching? Slap each other. Yeah, it's so great, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I know, like Dangerfield and like Don Rickles just had like this unbelievable knack of just roasting whoever the fuck was around.
Don Rickles.
Yeah, they were different breed, man.
God tier comedians.
Yes,
they really were.
Would just is an animal. If you listen to his old stand-ups that like used to be on like records and tapes, dude.
Oh yeah.
He would light people on fire in the crowd. Like like worse than like Dice. Like, and Dice would come at you too, man. Like the crowd. And he was way worse. Way fucking worse. So
well, like Rick, the Dice Man was just super vulgar. Like he got you in like the shock and awe, but like Rickles could like roast you.
Yeah.
Like uncanny. Like even in his later years, like when he was doing like residencies in Vegas, he was still fucking people up.
Yeah.
He's up there barely standing and still grilling the shit out of an audience.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
He's my favorite part of Dirty Work, man. The ice cream. Hello, ice cream.
Dirty Work is so underrated for sure.
Oh my God. He's so, that is like, yeah, that's how he is. Like that whole scene where he's just like a complete piece of shit. He does that.
Owns the theater, right? And he's the theater owner, a manager, whatever it is. Yeah. So good.
He's a casino too, right?
Yeah, but he's like laid back in that.
No,
like
he's not. He's like a bouncer.
Not even. He's just De Niro's right hand man. Like Joe Pesci, like punches him and he like falls over. And he's like getting his ass kicked by him. So good. But yeah, Don Rickles is fucking amazing. Or not? Yeah.
I watched a lot of them old roasts with like Frank Sinatra and Rickles. They're fucking hysterical. Man.
Oh yeah, the Dean Martin roasts.
There you go. Some fumbling just brought it up. I watched that shit. And that's why YouTube is so great. You could fucking find this shit. And it's like, where else would you be able to watch the Sinatra roast other than YouTube?
Yeah. You wouldn't see that shit anywhere ever again, man.
No.
Yeah.
Archived nowhere.
And nowhere any future time will there ever be that many cigarettes burning in one place at the same time. Those original roasts, like Dean Martin's like triple bar in it with
and you can't see like everything's like smoky. Yeah. I owe JJ one of these. Thank you for buying a channel membership for somebody, JJ.
This is such a crock of.
Ooh, wrong button.
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
I almost gave you a magic slideshow.
So speaking of roasting, when I went to high school, I don't know what they called it in other states. This is a New York East Coast thing. They would call it burning someone up, right? And there was a few people in my high school that if you went near them, like say your hair was fucked up that day or you're wearing something dirty, they would fucking basically roast you. And I would see them in the hallway and just avoid them. And they would make a spectacle out of you. And like you have to just take it because everyone gets it sometime. And I just remember that type of humor in high school. It was funny when you were on the other end of it. Seeing someone get burnt up was hysterical. Like, but not being the one, you're just there melting and sweating.
I'll be honest with you. That's pretty much what I do at work. Once I go into my boss and coworker's office and we close the door, is just me roasting everybody that goes by. It's not something I really do intentional. It just starts to happen. I'm like, look at this fucking shaggy motherfucker, and they just go off on this long thing. It's terrible. I'm a piece of shit human being, but
that's the way
that's what's fun, man. If you can't,
you need to have a good time at work. You know what I mean? And you would not ever be mean to any of them anyway. It's just a good time.
No,
yeah,
no, dude. If any of them needed me to like jump their car, I would be there in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
but
we do
behind
that with
closed doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do that with customers sometimes when they
for
by.
sure.
We're just like, hey, buddy.
Yeah, the Joe Pesci. This is a good one.
Oh yeah,
it's fucked up because his brother is getting it really bad. But it was
they make him watch his brother get beat before even he gets beaten. It's all
what's so great about it is it became a meme where like when they show an Italian watching pineapple being put on.
Yeah, that's the best. The pineapple pizza one. It is a fucking sin. It's so gross, dude. Like my wife does, like everyone around me does it. I'm just like, you awful humans. You're awful.
My daughter was on a kick, and I pretended to like it for her, but I'm like, give me the fucking sausage and mushrooms and peppers.
I don't like sweet and savory.
Not pineapple.
Not a pizza. Ugh.
Yeah.
No. If I'm having pancakes and sausage, the sausage better be on another plate. Because I swear to God, I'm gonna have a meltdown if fucking maple syrup gets on that shit. I'm so unnecessarily angry about it.
I can't wait to go out to eat with you now. We're definitely having breakfast.
If you had a full beard at 12, you were being called Wolfman, you know.
Oh yeah, forget it. Like
pussy face.
That's the one that's the worst. Like we had a guy like when I was like 13, he had like a full beard, and like you'd see like the whole like neck, his whole fucking neck from like over here is hairy. We're like, oh dude. You know, when you're actually an adult, you're gonna be a fucking werewolf.
It's just gonna connect the chest to the neck. It's gonna grow together.
Yeah, the motherfucker would have like 12 o'clock shadow at like 13. He'd be like,
shave twice a day.
Yeah, dude,
you're gonna be walking around looking like the Bram Stoker Wolf Dracula.
Just embrace it. I would just embrace it. Fuck it.
Yeah, you just got to embrace your flaws. That's all I do. You know what I mean? That's all you
can.
do.
Now, and rock it.
When you're in high school, though, that shit's brutal.
Yeah. That's like reading bad comments on YouTube. You're like, oh.
But there would be
how would you even defend yourself like these days? Like back then, you could always come back with like a really good your mom joke or something like that.
Yeah.
But like, the kids even tease each other now, or are we just like all super sensitive, hold hands?
I think a bad look.
Coming of age is just not a part of it anymore.
I'm sure
you got to be a softy weirdo now. You're like, I can't put my iPad down.
Yeah,
I'm sure it happens though, man. It has to. At least in like, I don't know. I'd be really fucked up if you can't. That does makes you tough-skinned and makes you. I'm not saying bullying is cool. That's fucking shitty. But just getting fucked with is different. You know what I mean?
And sometimes you deserve it, and you deserve the
true.
That's the thing. Sometimes it's checking you. Sometimes it's
that is a good point.
And that makes you not a sniveling shit, and it also makes you a more grateful person. But like when you just live in the middle and you never get your ass kicked and nobody ever really tells you anything, you just become
you never catch resistance.
Yeah, you're fucking idiot. So I'm glad I've gotten my ass kicked because I've learned lessons. You know what I mean? From every ass kicking, I've learned a lesson. You know what I mean?
True.
You know, maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I looked at that person the way I should have. You know what I mean? But like, you learn a lesson out of it, or you're just like, fuck this place, you know, whatever.
True.
So
true. Yeah, I fucking joined the old wrestling team because got my ass kicked one too many times. I was like, fuck this. I'm gonna do some of the ass kicking, and I don't think I would thank them, but joining the wrestling team, it's like gave me some motivation to fucking finish high school. I hated school, but
me too.
In order to stay in the wrestling team, you had to have a certain grade.
Mm-hmm.
So thankfully, that kind of pushed me through it. And if I didn't get my ass kicked, I wouldn't have joined the wrestling team. So sometimes, comes full. An ass kicking can help you sometimes.
Exactly, especially
sometimes
as a
you
kid.
need it.
Like as a kid, that's when you need it the most. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Those are when the lessons are learned and you actually, fucking it ingrains in your head. So,
well, you either learn a lesson from that, or the opposite side of it is you learn how to stick up for yourself. Like,
yeah, that too.
If it's true bullying, then you learn that lesson. Yeah,
but
at some point, you have to stand up for yourself.
Yeah, I hated seeing someone get truly fucking bullied, but
yeah, nobody wants to see that ever,
fucking,
man.
Yeah, that shit's fucking exactly. So
what's on the
horizon?
Yeah, what's on the horizon for Gaines toy-wise?
Toy-wise,
I know you said you had the Joes.
I just have the Joes, and I can't even bother to review them because there's this fucking jackass jerk, and there's a jackass, a punk with toys. Now, I'm telling you, I don't like reviewing G.I. Joe because I have to mention other things, and people just get really pissy when you review.
And you've got a really good niche too, though. Like people know like who to go to for your stuff.
Yeah.
You have a really good niche. Like if you didn't want to expand, nobody's gonna blame you. But I like going to your stuff for Mcfarlane because you have a steady base. You've had to find these for years, so you can tell me how much it's changed, how much it's improved.
You're right. And you know what I've learned, Mikey?
For sure.
What's tough, and this is for anyone that's going to get into the YouTube game, I will never not review. If I buy something I'm giddy about it, I'm going to review it. I don't care what it is.
Sure.
But in the YouTube game, a jack of all trades doesn't really – people look for you for what you do. So when I do a DC Multiverse review, I get 3,000 views. When I do some random, Mezco Dick Tracy, for example, I got like 600.
Yeah. And that was a great review. Like that had nothing to do with the content.
Right. So I'm hoping one day where you get enough subs, and eventually that'll even out maybe because you have so many subs to balance that. I just like talking about toys that make me happy. And that's usually – I rarely buy a fucking toy and absolutely hate it. I just think they're all so good. They have flaws, but not enough for me to be like, oh, this fucking thing is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I find that really, honestly, like truly refreshing that when you find a toy and you're really happy about it, that you want to share that, because from, I learned this years ago in work when they put me through management training and stuff, but very few people will come out and say something good. That's why you always get prompted from like Google to like leave a review for something, because if it's good, you're far less likely to say anything about it. But if it's bad, you'll be on the reviews first thing. Get crowded with a bunch of negative. So, the 1 or 2% that's has something bad to say is always heard, but the positives are rarely heard.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Negativity, misery loves company. And I get it. Listen, I totally get it. You have a shitty job, or not even a shitty job, a shitty time at work sometimes, or a shitty relationship. So you want to feed into that and see someone that like shits on something. I go through that as well.
Commiseration, yeah.
I totally fucking get it. But if I go to a restaurant and it sucks, I'm not rushing to fucking whatever that app is to shit on the restaurant. I'm just never going there again. If
that's how
I'm done with it.
I don't need to convince other people not to go. I'm just not going to go.
Right. Right. Yeah. I think with toys, I truly do think that we're in this fucking golden age, man, where they all do they all don't have the same articulation, but they have enough to get you by and do what you want to do, right?
Yeah.
And they all have good enough sculpt work or good enough face sculpt where it's a good representation of that character.
It's never been better than now for that. For likeness, it's never been better. Like, even when, Toy Biz did the Marvel Legends, like, everybody looks screwy. Every face looks off. Everything,
yeah. There's some real nightmare fuel out there for face sculpt in the Toy Biz Legends.
Yeah, exactly. So, like,
we didn't know any better. They were $10. They were $10.
Yeah, but from somebody who saw that originally and was like, "Holy fuck, I've never seen a toy move like that ever."
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Oh, they'd put it on the box, 82 points of articulation. You'd be like,
dude, "Oh yeah, they did that for." I remember the first Banshee and like being blown away by the articulation. Yeah, but the face was one of the ugliest creatures I'd ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know what was going on there, but it was
but
good.
you loved it back in the day. It was,
but it was
like,
so good. Yeah,
I got
absolutely.
Banshee. Yeah,
absolutely.
So yes, I agree with that.
But someone just mentioned it here. Negativity runs. I'm going to go back to YouTube. When I see a video that says this isn't even toy related, like something, it could be anything. Again, like movies and games right now. You know, I couldn't sit there and talk about a shitty. Like we talked about a ton of shitty films tonight. You know, it's a Monday show. We you know, this is our freelance show, whatever. Not freelance, but freestyle rather.
Yeah, sure.
I couldn't every day talk about how shitty Star Wars is 7 days a fucking week.
Oh my God, no.
I would just be done with fucking Star Wars. You know what I mean?
And that's like what you said. You only review the things that your juice is flowing, and that's how I do it too. And I'll tell you everything that's shitty, but I guess I do it balanced enough where people don't get mad at me for it. But there's not a toy there isn't a problem with. You know, I blast everything. There's always something wrong.
So they're wrong, but would you say the last real dud was the Berserk figures you got?
Yeah, but like, you know, I called out, you know, leather neck having no neck. I said the figure, mine has a completely fused forearm.
Yeah, I did see that.
Oh,
you know,
yeah,
and that's like a melted like elbow. Like it ain't ever moving. Like he's ruined. He's junk. You know, like for that arm to ever do anything. So
that sucks.
You
I don't remember you saying. Did you say that in the review? I don't remember that part.
Yeah,
of the review.
I said it twice. I said the thing's fused.
Fuck.
You know what I mean? And even at the end, when I did, you know, at the end of the day, like I was like, his fucking arm is fused.
Yeah.
You
wow.
know,
Twice.
But that's the thing. When you get like, I think what happens is in distribution is they give them to Japan and China first, and they're the first ones out of the factory, and they're usually the ones that are fucked up. And that's why I always get problems with all the Joes that I get QC wise. Because, dude, I mean, in almost like every fourth G.I. Joe video I've done, there's a QC problem of some sort, like from the factory, like arms breaking off, shitty weapons. Like there's always something wrong. So, you know, my one thing is I do get them early, but guess what? Like half the time they're fucked up. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So
real quick, I after episode 1, we talked about on Broad Skeleton Crew. And I told you it was worth watching and checking out. And the consensus seems to be that most people like Skeleton Crew.
That's good.
So, that's good. I'm telling you, it's they do
when
enough right.
Up, I'll check it out.
It's fun. And just like that fucking Outlaws game where if you go on Outlaws on like some Reddit thread, everyone's saying how it's the next Mad Max. And I said that a couple months ago. That fucking game is fantastic. It's just sucks that the girl can clunk a fucking stormtrooper with their bare fist and knock him out. That part
that's a little
so stupid looking. But other than that, when that game hits like $10, if you have a PS5 or an X Series X or whatever, good times. Good times to be had.
It's coming soon. I'm gonna buy an Xbox real soon. Like next time we get one at the shop, I'm gonna buy one.
Oh, you can play Fortnite with me and hear me yell.
Well, it's almost Grand Theft Auto time. So
God,
you know, I gotta fucking.
That is coming.
I said I would be doing it when it comes out. So you know. Expect that. We might figure out how to do video game live streams next. So
I don't think it's that.
Well, I gotta figure out how to run it where like you could see us all, we can all talk, you know what I mean? Like there's some
Tony was doing that on Legend series with us playing that Phasmophobia game.
But I don't think he uses StreamYard. He actually has some streaming software that I don't.
I think we did it through Discord.
Yeah, I don't even know what a Discord is, bro. I know the word.
A big chat thing.
I'm sure there's an easier way.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. But like I said, like we might do like Saturday streams for channel members and stuff, playing video games and shit, and jump in and stuff. Like it's something I definitely want to do down the road. Once there's games I want to play, but they're stacking up now. Like I want to replay what is it? The Alien Isolation. I'm kind of itching to play that again.
Wow, you like that game? There's no combat though.
Yeah, I don't mind that. I like the like the horror aspect of just being like, oh.
Yeah, it was scary.
If you play that game with headphones, it's like the scariest game ever.
No. It is, and that's really cheap. There's a game we could play together called Alien Fire Team, where you just
I play Fire Team. I never got to play that. Like, there's a RoboCop's another one I want to play. So
excellent.
They're starting to stack up now. What was the new one you were saying? There was something like RoboCop. There was
Indiana Jones is good.
Oh, that's it.
I played about 10 more hours. I will say there's a little too much fucking stealth.
I don't mind stealth. That's
then
Alien Isolation.
Yeah.
Dude, when I used to play Hitman, like I would have one of my roommates with me, and he'd be like, "Fuck, man." He's like, "When are you gonna kill somebody? I fucking hate watching you play." You know what I mean? Because it'd be like an hour in, and I'd be like a waiter, and I had done everything to get this fucking idiot into the kitchen to kill him and get his thing and get the poison. Like, I have patience, Gaines. I have patience.
Oh, that game! They made a new Hitman that is really fucking flat. I played the Hitman game.
So hard. They almost borderline like make me pissed off. So I gotta.
Yeah, I had an F1 racer suit on, and I didn't have the helmet on, so the fucking asshole caught me. I'm like, fuck this game.
Yeah, I'm like, I got a goddamn helmet on. Fines are down. Yeah, I've had too many of those where I was like an hour in. I'm like,
one thing slip up.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So,
they are nice. It's its own thing, and I like that. I like that about it. It ain't gonna cave because you want to, on Outlaws, you could start stealthy, and as soon as you get caught, I could just be Rambo and shoot everybody. Hitman's not letting you do that.
Yeah, and I mean, you can run and gun it, but like you're gonna die on the way out half the time. Like you have to use some sort of stealth. So,
yeah.
But gentlemen, we went into overtime.
Ooh.
And I'm hungry. I want to go eat. It was a long fucking day of work, man. And I had to we had a snowstorm today that, crushed Mikey. And it came through here, but it was very south, which is weird because it's usually north. So like I had to fucking drive through some snow and shit this morning. It fucking sucked. Because I'm south, or I work south, so it was just on the edge of that storm, so I had to fucking drive into work that way.
Yes,
so yeah, just a shitty drive into work that took forever, and I'm tired. So
okay,
that's it for me. I have nothing to plug but Thursday Night Thunder. So Mikey, go ahead.
Well, after Thursday Night Thunder, we'll be doing a little show called Figure It Out on Zakanan's channel. Zakanan, drop it in there. So the three of us will be having a conversation about something. We're gonna figure it out. I had a buddy up here. There it is. Had a buddy come up Friday, and he kind of got stuck with me for the weekend. So we decided to do an interview, and he posted on his channel. So I've shared it on my stuff. But if you like hearing about custom toys and stuff, I'd encourage you to check that out and give him a like and a follow if you're into that.
Who's your buddy? Call him out.
That is Chris from Heavy Heads Records. He runs records and tapes and all kinds of vintage stuff.
Sweet.
So yeah, known him for a long time. Met him in doing karaoke. Believe it or not, yeah.
Nice.
So,
very cool.
So he dropped a new video. It's about an hour long. That's all I got, man. I appreciate you guys having me on again. So it's always so much fun.
Dude, you're like an honorary mega power at this point. You and Zakanan and JJ, you guys are honorary mega power.
Raw dogs. And listen, I promise you raw dogs this, and you Mikey too. You ain't never gonna be some asshole in their 50s making some YouTube video. I'm alone in the basement playing Wii Sports, all right, motherfuckers?
Exactly. You're here with us. You're not lonely. It's not going to happen.
We're in it for the long haul, motherfuckers. So
exactly. Year two is coming, baby.
Year two's here.
Ooh.
Buy some new shoes and get laid. All right, buddy boy?
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you, as always. Peace out.
Love you.
Oh, goddamn butt.
Holy fuck! That was diabolical!
Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe!
They sucked his brains out.
I drink your milkshake. I drink it up!
You tell that bitch who sent you here how sorry I am I can no longer be her friend.
I just want to hang out. No big deal.
Just walk away. Give your tongue.
Hey, you want to see crazy?
Let's go blow this guy.
Oh, great Odin's Raven.
Get on with it.
Shut your fucking mouth! Shut the fuck up, you cunt! Shut it!
She touched me again, I can't.
Dog will hunt! Get that! Leatherface, get that! Dog will hunt!
Well, the jerk store called. They're running out of you.
Ash, get over there!